What's up, crypto legends? Is this a successful breakout for Bitcoin, breaking above the lower high resistance trend line? First of all, the volume is extremely low, so it could be a fake out. So we'll be analyzing the potential scenarios in the coming hours and couple of days. Of course, I am in a long position from the 29,100 range. This was a plan that we were talking about during the weekend in the Legends trading community to have that fake out beneath the value area low and get a pump to around about 29,350, 400 range and potentially even higher, breaking the resistance trend line as you can see on the chart. We'll be talking about that plan that we had in the Legends community, which is this level over here, but most importantly, what is to happen next, guys, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. Let's dive in here to the charts. But before, quick reminder, World Series of Trading is starting in the next 6 days. 250 people already in my team. We're going to do our best to get a piece of the cake of this $8 million tether. We were ranked 20 most of the competition last year. We're going to do our best to be in the top 10 to get a piece of the cake, guys. I'll be leaving the direct link in the description to join my team. And if you haven't got a Bybit account, make sure to join also, create an account. You get $30,000 worth of bonus depending on what you deposit. All the information is once you click on that link in the description to create your account. Going here straight to the Bitcoin price, guys. First of all, let's talk about what happened the last couple of days. Why was this a good long setup that we were getting ready in the Legends trading community for that long setup, a fake out beneath these lows and the value area low to get that pumpy action? This has been a pump of over $300, a nice little scalp day trade scenario that we were preparing for. We're having a plan and we are executing that trade. I also got into that trade scenario, already taking a bit of profits, and the reason why is because we are hitting the value area high range, okay, of this trading zone, and we don't have much volume. The volume is quite low, so it could easily be a fake out. We want to take some profits, protect position, and see if we're going to get some more price action to the upside to gain more profits from that current position. Now, the reason why this is a take profit zone, well, basically we are hitting the value area high of this trading zone, okay? We were in this nice little zone that we've had. We're hitting the value area high here, not managing to break out successfully, as you can see on the chart, okay? And the reason why for that long position was basically a kind of a liquidity grab, fake out from these lows, all right? Value area low, and this was your entry trigger round about this range, as you can see above 29,100 range, looking at the BTC US dollar pair. So quick long position, nice move to the upside of over $300 to profit from this market. We have those plans, we are getting ready. Some of the legends already getting into that setup, the plan that we had during the weekend, being patient, knowing our levels. We can see some of the legends already getting into that trade, profiting here from the 29,100 range, getting ready for that setup, guys. The Legends trading community, you also have that link in the description if you want those daily updates and possible setups, guys, inside of these ranges. Now, analyzing the situation right away for Bitcoin on the 1 hourly time frame. Let's analyze this carefully to see what could happen. Yes, we're kind of breaking out from this lower high resistance trend line for kind of a descending wedge structure that we are having here on the chart. Is this a successful breakout? First of all, the move is very poor. We are hitting the value area high from this trading range that we've had for the last few days, almost a week right now. So not really a successful breakout, as you can see on the chart. We would want to see a large move here to the upside with high volume. And then of course, we could assume that we are likely going to create higher lows and try and attempt to go to higher levels. Of course, the breakout here that happens, if it were to happen successfully in the next coming hours, will not be a long trigger. We do not long the breakout. We are not breakout traders, okay? Because of course, the retracement can be pretty heavy. Now, what we are waiting, of course, would be for a retracement to that value area high of the zone to see if there is going to be low volume on the retracement to potentially get into a long setup here, hitting the value area high, okay? So that is a possible plan. Now, this breakout to the upside was going to start facing some very large resistance. What large resistance? Well, basically a daily level that hasn't been tapped at $30,070. Also the value area low here, which is a massive volume wall right there that needs to have massive volume to break out from this zone. If we start facing this level with relatively low volume to the upside here, then of course this is going to be a moment of decision. Is it a sign of strength? As we are getting above the value area high, it is extremely important that high volume is going to be met at this zone, all right, as we're pumping and breaking through the levels. Because if we do get a reaction here at this zone, having massive price action, sideways action with very low volume, it could be a strong sign of weakness, meaning that the price could fail to move to higher levels and have a miserable fall at this range, okay? So we do not need to get confused. As traders, we're analyzing the volume, we're analyzing the price action, hitting that level to see if it is a sign of strength or a sign of weakness. This is why it's extremely important to see what is to happen next. The most important price action is the one that happens in the next coming hours, not the setup here. It's a breakout. We're going to go to the moon. Let's all long together. Everything changes every single hour, every single minute. So we need to be very careful with that situation. Of course, on YouTube, this is a bit of mission impossible to provide all of that information. The best thing you could do is join the Legends community, where I post the updates on the possible scenarios and setups that could happen as we are having that price action, okay? The link is in the description. It is not a signals channel. It is education, but we get ready for the setups and the scenarios, and you are the one that is pulling the trigger. You have your own decisions at the end of the day, of course, no financial advice. Now, like I said, yes, this is a kind of a breakout from lower high resistance trend line. Volume is extremely low. We are hitting the value area high of this trading area. This is not a sign of strength. This is not telling me that we are going to push to much higher levels, of course. Is it a good level to short? Well, I think it is not the greatest level to get into a short position, as volume could start kicking in here in the next coming hours. A level, of course, for longing would be this one right over here. For short positions, this is not quite a great level. I think that there could be here a nice push to the upside. I am more interested in this zone over here, of course. This will not be a level to long, as we are already in a long position here. Already taken some profits, already being defensive, and if we get that follow through here in the next coming hours, couple of days, then even better, we'll be profiting even more from that long trade. So now at this current pump, for me, there's no longs to be taken. I would be more preferring to look at short positions, and my shorting level of interest would be in between value area low and the daily, which is round about the $30,000 range. Very important to see what kind of price action is created there. This is not an instant shorting level, as the movement to the upside could be very powerful and very high volume on that move as well. So we need to be paying close attention to what happens, guys. Low volume on that range, it's going to be a clear sign of weakness. If we do get that choppy action at that value area low of the trading zone, look at the consolidation that there is at this level. We could be starting to face that zone and having very much, a difficult moment, all right, to get above this level and finally reverse. So it's a level zone, okay, $30,000 range that I'm paying close attention. That is the closest level that I do see here for an opportunity. At the current levels, I'm really not interested in a trade. Just jumped into a long trade yesterday. It was a planned trade. Right now it is difficult, as we could try to break out from this zone. The longer you're trading inside of a zone, of course, the higher probability you are going to break out from it. So maybe it's going to break out from the resistance level in the next coming hours. Maybe it will reject and then, break out the lows. However, this for me right now, as we do see a potential sign of a blast off, it's possibly going to happen. This for me is not an interest zone for a short position just yet. So I would like higher. It could reverse from here, as it is resistance and there's very low volume. Of course, that is definitely a possibility. But for me, it's not a high probability trade. Highest probability trade would be getting above $29,600, and that would be my interest zone to see what kind of price action is going to be created. Of course, all of this is informed in the Legends community. I do not know here if this is going to be a good short or not. We'll be updating, getting ready for those sniper shots, just like the one was provided yesterday, okay, in the Legends community about that long position. We'll be being ready all the weekend, of course, for that potential low to be taken to get into that nice little long day trade. So not much more has to be said. For long positions, it was this one right over here. Of course, there could be one from this low over here. This is definitely possible. We just need to be paying attention here in the next coming hours and days. We could get that fake out kind of double bottom, all right, from this range and then start getting the massive pump. So be ready for that level as well. Check the reaction. This is not a level to exactly long, put a limit order. We have to see the reaction, see that level to be hit to see if it is going to be respected and then potentially jump into a long position, okay? For the short scenarios, yeah, this is my interest zone, guys. Basically the $30,000 range, maybe slightly below, depending on how that level is hit. Are we going to create a local double top? Then we could trigger a short. It all depends on how we are going to have the next price action at that zone. This is basically the explanation. Having a plan, waiting for the price action, checking out the volume, checking out the major levels, value area low, big level right there. So it could have a reaction and we could jump into a short. If the volume is relatively high, guys, there's no short to be taken. This could be very powerful. You could be forming kind of a bear flag and then have continuation to the upside if the volume is very high. So stay extremely cautious, stay safe, make sure to join the World Series of Trading, my team here, which we're going to absolutely crush it. The link is in the description. If you want to join the Legends community, you also have that link down below for those daily updates, those setups. The long position that I am in right now was provided in the Legends community during the weekend, having that plan ready. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video.